is how can we change the stigma for birth mothers and expectant moms, and how can we make them real? Because guess what? We're all interacting, and we have got to love her like Jesus loves her.
So adoption can be beautiful and amazing, and we know the families that go through infertility. We know the church support around the orphan mission and all these things, but we forget that adoption starts in brokenness. And that I was a mother for the very first time at 26, and in less than 72 hours later, I became a birth mother, and I relinquished the rights to my child, and I put him in the arms of someone else. And I came home empty-bellied, empty-armed, and will now spend more years than not as a birth mother learning to coexist with that grief and loss of my son. And so we saw a huge need for grief and trauma support, and we wanted the agencies, we wanted the professionals to stand with us and say, if you're gonna be there in the loss, when we give those babies to other families, where are you in our rebuild? We need you, we need the licensed professionals, we need this to be a standard and not a luxury for our support. And so we wrote this curriculum and training. We've been able to partner with groups all over the nation so that women can get free support no matter how far out of placement they are. Talk about the ones and tens. We either have to hate it and be miserable in it, or we have to love it and think it's the most amazing thing in the world. And I was right in the middle because I loved and hated my adoption at the same time. My 13-year-old son is the most amazing. I can't even think about a world where he does not exist. I've had an incredible opportunity to get to know him and have a relationship with him, and it has been powerful. But that doesn't mean that every time he drives away and leaves after a visit that I am not broken on that bathroom floor. And so I was right in the middle and needed to love and hate it. But when everyone wanted to put this woman up on this pedestal and talk about how brave and selfless and amazing she was, they took away her right to feel bad about what had happened. Because you chose this, you pursued this plan, you picked this family, you knew it was the right decision, you gave this amazing gift. How am I supposed to feel bad about that? But I was dying inside because I missed my son. The culture in general that we're trying to shift here is that we are trying to make adoption relational and not transactional, because we are talking about families and individuals and children, and it is about the relationship, not about the transaction.